Hello guys, today let's make another SMITE tier list, why not? And let's not forget to breathe, okay? There's a lot of items we need to go through, so we're gonna simplify this a bit, right? Let's talk about the important items, right? Now, ASI, okay? ASI is currently a staple hunter item, and there is also this where we have this starter cloak, right? We're not gonna go through every starter item, but let's go to the main ones, right? So, okay, let's talk about this cloak, right? Every hunter is building this cloak. Why? Because it has just way too many stats. And this is the problem with current itemization. Some items just have way too many stats, right? And they also removed a lot of fun support and juke items. For example, Witchblade. Witchblade was best counter against hunters and gods that animation cancel a lot, like Susano, right? And this is the issue why hunters are currently so strong, because they removed a lot of counter items like Witchblade, and a lot of these current hunter items have just way too many stats, like Asi and Leather Cowl, right? You can just go Leather Cowl, Asi into crit, and you're gonna win every lane, right? People still, some people still go gloves on a hunters, right? Even though they added penetration to these items, flat penetration is very strong in early game. Asi is still better. Why? Because it's faster. People don't realize that items like gloves or transcendence or tapes, they don't consider that you need 10 to 15 minutes to even get those stats, and in those time you can already lose early to mid game, right? Yes, they added some anti-snowball mechanics, right? It's true, but snowballing is still a big part of Conquest, especially if you have a competent support that go good items like Sovereignty in early game for flat protection bonus, right? Against jungler, flat penetration Mirage, or if they go Shogun Kuzari, right? And then we also have items like, let's see, we have Genji Guard, we have Heartward Amulet, right? These items are all C tier, right? Why? We have Shogun Kuzari in the game. Shogun Kuzari is the best aura in this game. So if you play support or even if you play solo, you have to buy Shogun Kuzari every game. Especially in Conquest, where objective clears matter so much. Shogun Kuzari is the best aura in the game currently. Let's also put some of these stacking items here. We can also talk about dominance later. This is one of the stacking items. Let's see, where is our tapes? Let's put most of, these items actually have pretty good stats, especially now that they lowered the snowballing, right? So you have more chances to come back, you have more, you can adopt better, you can even counter build now, right? Before snowballing was so important that if you counter build you can fall behind even more, but now with addition of some of the chests and camps, it's way better, right? And that's why Conquest is so much more fun, right? People usually just rely on snowballing, number advantage, and unbalanced high-res items to win their games, but now they have to play differently. So that's why we have tapes, we have all these stacking items here. Where is the transcendence, right? We're gonna find it eventually. But all these items are B tier, right? They're good on paper, but they are slow, right? And time is the most important thing in Conquest, right? There is a saying, whoever clears the first wave faster can win the whole game, right? If you get level 2 faster, you can just snowball. And this is why Hachiman currently is so fucking broken. Not only his items are broken and have way too many stats, but also his clear in early game is so good. You can clear 3 jungle with support easily, right? You just kill 1 or 2 minion on the lane and you already get level 2, right? And level 1 or 2 level different in this game is huge deal. Sorry. So let's also talk about early game options on junglers, for example, or on warriors, right? And this is also another issue with itemization. Not only we have too many stats on removal of juke and support items, but also the fact that we don't even have many options currently anymore. So let's compare 3 of the most important items. This is the problem they do, right? We always had 3 options. You go Jotuns for cooldown mana, you go brawlers or the crusher, right? Ability, damage, attack speed, some brawler, you know, crusher was OP for a while when it has way too many attack speed and it was cheap, so you could buy it early game. But now brawlers and crusher cost way too much, so you can't really buy them as a first item anymore, and there are better early game items. So these items are C tier currently. Or I think Jotuns is A tier, right? It's still cheap, it's still very good in early game, flat penetration is still strong in early game. Jotuns, let's do it like this, right? The crusher C tier, you can just go crits, you can go lifesteal, right? Brawler's Beastic will be B tier because of the anti-heal, which is still very strong. So yeah, this is it, right? And this is the issue. They should make Brawler's Beastic and the Crusher way more cheaper, so you have some options in early game. So we don't buy fucking Yotus, right, every game on junglers, right? It's not fun, and then you just go Hydra, right? For animation cancelers, right? And then you can just ask your support to buy Shogun for you, Sprint Relic, right? Winged Blade, So Virginity, all huge items. Let's talk about So Virginity now. So Virginity was always a staple, good support item. People see the new cloak, right? They see the new cloak, they see the new tips, they see the tips, and they think, wow, this item has so many stats, right? Why not buy that instead of So Virginity? Because they're slower, right? They're slower. When you buy So Virginity, you get stats immediately when you buy the item. When you buy tips, you get stats 10 minutes after, which is already too late. 15 protections at 5 minutes is huge against junglers, but at 15 or 20 minutes, it doesn't mean much, right? So this is what people need to consider: time, right? How to get as much stats in early game, how to snowball, right? How to finish your games, how to buy correct auras. Support is the most important role in this game, but most people buy it incorrectly. They buy tips, they buy prophetic cloak, they buy a bunch of slow items. They don't buy Shogun Kuzari for objective or animation cancelling. They don't buy So Virginity in early game. They don't buy Stone of Binding, right? Very Stone of Binding. There's way too many items. Let's put some of this shit down. This doesn't even exist anymore. Let's just go. Where is my Stone of Binding, bro? Okay. Let's talk about Stone of Binding. Pretty good. It was one of the best early game support items. Now it's just overall good item. You can buy it for a support, right? You can combine So Virginity, Shogun, Stone of Binding, and some cooldown item like Valor, and you have everything you need. You can also buy Spectral. We don't need it. Let's see, very Spectral. You can buy Spectral against crit meta. You can buy Winged Blade, right? Winged Blade got buffed. Also many good support items they removed here. Winged Blade, Spectral. Where is my Spectral, boy? Way too many items here, man. Let's just go one by one, I guess. Winged Blade, one of the best support items in the game, especially if you play more aggressively. You can give slow immunity to your whole team. Very strong item. Valor was always good. Cooldown mana is always good on supports. You combine it with Shogun, you combine it with any other item that give cooldown, and you already have almost max cooldown, so it's very good. There used to be metas. You can buy Valor, you can buy together with Voidstone, right? They removed Voidstone, they removed and this is the problem actually, right? Let's put some of these items they removed down here. They're not bad items. These are one of the best support items in the game here, but they removed it because people didn't really buy them, right? Even at SPL level, they didn't buy Shogun Kuzari best aura in the game. They didn't buy Void Shield, one of the best item in late game on a Warriors, right? The 15% physical penetration was huge, especially in Conquest, when you mostly have 3 or 4 physical gods in every game, right? Most Conquest games have 3 physical gods. Most arena games have 3 magical gods, right? So you have different items, different counter items, like Voidstone was good on a support when you have double mage composition in most arena games. Runic Shield, they removed for no reason, was good on a Warriors to counter 3 magical teams, right? In early to mid game. Where is Runic Shield, bro? I don't know where is my Runic Shield, bro. Okay. What else? I made my point, I guess. So this item even exists anymore, I don't know, man. These are some good new items. Upgraded Bancroft. Bancroft was always a staple item, right? For mages. You get mana, which is actually very important. You get power, you get lifesteal, pretty good. Then you just buy some cooldown, some pin. Now many mage items have pain for no reason, and some of the mages are overtuned like Scylla, or you know, there are a lot of good mages right now. Hachiman way overtuned, right? Bloodforge, I think they removed attack speed from Bloodforge, but Bloodforge is still very good. Good stats, good snowball passive. This item is insane, especially in arena. In Conquest also very good. You can get attack speed so easily from Leather Call, so you just combine it with Bloodforge. It's a bit expensive for first item, as is still better, I think, so let's put it B tier, but it's still a pretty good item. Let's not use all these upgrades, right? Who cares about those upgrades? Sometimes we even sell starter items to complete our items, right? So yeah. Contagion, very strong, good stats, anti-heal, physical protection, but sometimes you just need something else, right? You need some cooldown, you need some Shogun, right? It's good pick, right? It's not bad pick. It's also good if you combine it with Gladiator Shield, right? A lot of bonus damage you get. This is also a big issue with itemization. You can build anything you want and then just add in Gladiator Shield, right? But they nerfed the Gladiator Shield. This item used to be like S A tier, but now it's I think like A tier, right? It's good, but it's not that necessarily. Contagion is good, right? It has good stats, but as a support you need to get cooldown and good auras first, right? That's the Contagion is good itself, but you need Shogun, you need Surgility, you need Storo Binding, you need Winged Blade, you need Spectral Armor, very Spectral Armor. Essential item against crit meta, especially now that hunters are so strong. Oh look, Runic Shield we have, my Runic Shield we have here. Rip Runic Shield, yeah, one of the best items against 3 magical composition in most arena games. Next we have Spectral, right? Yes, Spectral, one of the best items in the game currently. Counters crit meta, literally the only thing that helps you against hunters currently, but supports still don't buy it, you know. Most supports don't know how to play supports properly, right? They just simply don't buy the correct item. They don't buy Virginity in early game, they don't buy Shogun, they don't buy Spectral, Winged Blade, cooldown, right? This is what you need on support. Good auras and cooldown. This is pretty much how it should be, right? So let's see, let's continue. Yeah, some of these items don't matter. Deathbringer good, right? Crits are very strong on hunters currently, right? Executioner got nerfed. I don't really think Executioner needs so much nerf, right? But Executioner was always very underrated item. You reduce enemy physical protection for your whole team, right? And if you play against, you know, when you have 3 or 4 physical gods in your team, Executioner was always very strong. And this is what people need to consider. How many physical gods and how many magical gods? If you have 3 physical gods, right, that do decent damage, Executioner will be better pick, even better than Dominance, right? But Dominance, of course, have way too many stats. So Dominance is higher currently because it's way many stats, right? Dominance is insane on hunters currently too, so... Bulwark, I think they removed Bulwark, I don't know. Demonic Grip is one of those items that never got nerfed. You still have, I think, 30% penetration, if they nerf it, I'm not sure. But this item was always insanely good. But rarely picked, because most Conquest games have mostly physical damage, right? So it was usually picked in arena or, you know, on gods like Freya Soul, right? Even though these days you have so many stupid attack speed items that have many 2 stats that people don't even buy this, even though it's a very good item. This is the problem with current Smite. People are not learning to buy stats, they're learning to buy items with too many stats, right? And this is not how you wanna design your game, because it makes it takes depth out of the game, right? So let's continue. I'm a bit hungry, I need to relax. Also, my video is almost done rendering, let's go. We had pretty good game. We were, you know, I was thinking we're gonna win so easily, then we lost, you know, typical Conquest game. Let's continue. Hasten and Drink, still very expensive. Still core item on gods like Freya, maybe even Soul. But why? You know, it's a bit risky, right? It's very expensive. You can't really buy it in early game. You have to combine it with other items. It's good, but expensive. Probably put it here, right? It's not that bad, like... And Crusher is also not that bad. And Upgrade Hardfart is not that bad either, but why would you buy this when you can buy Shon Kuzari, when you can buy Winged Blade, right? You have better items. You also have Pestilence, right? Pestilence also got buffed for many times. Now it has so good stats, right? And Anti-heal was always good, so Pestilence is still a very decent item. I'm not sure if it's A tier. Probably something in the B tier, right? Bancroft, Spectral, okay. These items are all good. I think they should deserve to be here. Only reason why Pestilence is not higher is because, well, you need to buy Shogun, right? You need to buy Winged Blade. You can buy, some other items. So yeah. What else do we even have here, right? We have some normal items, Road of the Houthi, good on mages, I guess, right? Like, nobody cares about items. Chronos Pendant, very good for cooldown. Cooldown is very important on mages, right? Maybe a bit less in Conquest, right? But cooldown is always good. The only problem with, that's why this item is B tier, is because it's expensive, right? It doesn't really have flat pain item either. So, but if you need cooldown, you just buy Chronos, right? And then you can just buy Spear of Days or whatever. You already have almost max cooldown. So this item is good. Very good on mages for consistency, right? So let's put it a bit higher. But it's a bit expensive, so if this item will be cheaper, it will be S tier, right? But it's good stats, cooldown is very strong on mages. Anti-heal, good, right? Anti-heal pretty strong. What else do we have here that is worth? This item, bonus ability damage is okay, but it's expensive, right? Crit is currently meta, so I don't know. You can buy Crit Hunter or you can buy Queen Hunter, right? It's okay. Good against Guardians, but your job is to clear enemy carries, right? You wanna snowball, but you can always go, Queen's Dominance. You have a lot of pain, very strong. It's not bad. Some of these items don't even matter here, right? Like, who cares? Poly, good on burst mages, good for snowballing, I think, good on Kukulkan, good on Scylla, right? A lot of mages can use Poly very well, almost too well, right? Scylla didn't need like three buffs, but they got it. She has everything now. Scylla was OP 5 years ago, and she's still OP now. And then you can just buy Poly, you can buy some of these mage items with too many stats, right? Road of the Houthi, Spear of Magus, Poly, Chronos cooldown. You can get Winged if you want for some survival, right? Anti-slow. You just ward and you Gucci, right, on middle. You can buy Winged Blade even, but it's a bit risky in case slow you down a lot. Let's see. What else? Transcendence, yeah, let's talk about Transcendence. It's very similar to Tapes, it's good, but even though Transcendence is quite good, especially because they added, I think, cooldown on Transcendence for some reason, right? So this item is above B tier, I think. It has pretty good stats, but not that good, right? It's still slow, right? If you're gonna use Transcendence against Hunter that goes Cloak and Asi, you're probably gonna lose the lane, right? Probably gonna lose the lane. Pitogar Peace, good in Assault, not good in other games that much. Pretty decent stats though, but not that good stats either. So where is the Doom Warp? Staple mage item, I think. Good stats, even some movement speed, right? And there is also another mage item. Which one is it? Spear of Magus, Spear of Day. So let's talk about all these items. This Soul River. I'm searching for one more item that gives good stats on a mage. Can't seem to find him. Yeah, Mardo, whatever. I always can't find this. This Soul Shard. This Soul Shard, or how is it called? It has very good stats. A lot of these mage items have very good stats. They added penetration, they added cooldown, they added everything on one item. So a lot of these mage items are pretty high tier. So let's put them higher. Bam, bam. Yeah, a lot of these items are actually A tier. They're pretty strong, right? They're pretty strong. Maybe we should even push queens higher, I'm not even sure, or poly higher, right? But it's okay, let's have some balance in the chart. But these items are all pretty good, they have decent stats, that's why people buy it. You don't even need to counter build, they don't buy Valor, Wingle Blade or Mages, right? Even though they could. Even against 3 or 4 physical composition, people still don't buy Valor on carries, right? Even though you get cooldown, so you don't need to buy cooldown on other items, or you don't need to buy Chronos then, right? You can just go Valor, I mean, firstly, you have to go damage, you go starter, you know, for cooldown or whatever, you can go cooldown or damage starter, and then you can go Spear of Magus, you can go Bancroft, you can go all these OP mage items, right? And then you can buy Valor, right? Those 60 protection, 20 cooldown is actually huge. It allows you to survive most jungler ganks. Winged Blade, Valor are always very good counter items. This is why these items are also way higher, right? 15 protection in early game on Virginity is very strong, right? Especially against a lot of junglers, right? Especially now that they have so much bonus penetration and so on and so on. Game of ISO, good, a bit expensive probably still. It's pretty good though. Slow is not bad. Slow is not bad. Hydra, staple jungler item, I guess. You know, animation cancelling was always strong in this game. Now they buff Susano, right? This item is good. It has no internal cooldown. That's also the problem with this item. It has no internal cooldown. They should do that. And maybe buff it or beat then, right? This is how you have to balance it. So River, a lot of these items don't really matter, right? I mean, this one is good for cooldown, but you can buy Valor and get mana also. Passive is not that good even. I rather have Valor and Shogun, right? So what else do we have here? Neiman Lion removed. Fatalis, okay. Golden Blade and Fatalis, like, okay, like, why people don't buy flat pin items? Why do they go fucking Golden Blade? I don't understand, but I guess in Conquest it makes sense, right? But such items should never exist, right? Such items should never exist. Let's put it higher. Fatalis, I don't know, probably still expensive. I'm not even sure if it exists. Let's put it here. A Golden Blade, you know, staple on junglers or some solos, right? But people even buy Golden Blade of fucking mana instead of going Jotuns and maxing their 2, right? If you buy flat pin item early, you have enough damage on your 2, low cooldown, so you can consistently use it, clear objectives with it, right? You don't need Golden Blade, right? But I don't know, people just buy these items, I guess. Rage, good crit. Yeah, good crit. Snowbally passive, just like Bloodforge, just why it's pretty high. Items that have snowbally passives are not really good for the game, right? Bloodforge, Atlanta Bow, Rage, and so on and so on. Atlanta Bow, pretty good. But the thing is, some of the other hunter items like Asina or Bloodforge are also so good. Crit, right? You get Cloak, you get everything from this Cloak and Asi. These 2 items should be nerfed, right? Way too many stats. Shifter they removed, right? They removed a lot of good items. Yeah, some of these items are whatever. Warflag is pretty good now. You get also sustain. For starter and support, we still go Watcher's Gift because it gives you the most sustain, which is actually very important in an early game. But even at fucking SPL games, they didn't buy that starter item because they don't know how to build properly, right? And the lack of competition is staggering there. Just a huge business, sadly, and this is why SMITE is dying. And there is no true competition anymore. They need to make separate EU and North America tournaments, let few best players play it out for the final reward in Atlanta, so they get viewers and sponsorship from both content, blah blah. I repeat that every video, right? Like, so what can you do? Blood, no, wait, what is this? Slow on hit, always strong. I think slow is very underrated crowd control in SMITE, but you just need some of the items are just better, but I think still you can make it work, some of these items, right? Slow was always strong. Berserker, very good stats. If you combine stats, you can even buy this on a fucking hunter, right? You go Asi, you go crit, double crit, and then you go fucking, you can go this item, or you can go Wingle Blade, I don't know. But decent stats, right? You can buy it on solo, sometimes attack speed is really huge, right? What else? Talisman, I think they removed it. Spirit Rope, good mitigation, good stats, not expensive. Spirit Rope was always a decent item. Winged Blade, Spirit Rope, always good survival items. Valor. What else? What else? Warflag is pretty strong right now, but in early game, Sentinel's Gift is still better for that sustain. But Warflag is still very strong, especially if you go some like 3-4 physical composition, right? Then you can buy Warflag, you can buy Executioner, Void Shield, right? And this is the issue why they removed some of these items, right? Void Shield was always good, especially in 3 or 4 physical compositions, but even at SPL games, even when they had 4 physical guns, they still didn't buy it, right? Because snowballing means so much, and the lack of experience and competition is what this does for you. And people literally getting handpicked, so they don't even need to build good, right? So let's see what else. Typical Hyres. Ichival used to be best item in the game. 100 gold, 30 attack speed, 50 power, right? This was insane, right? You bought this on Hercules, you can outbox everyone in the early game. It was so fun. Let's see. Mental, always good item, good stats if you need both protections. Quite expensive though, so B tier, I guess. Pretty good though, actually. Pretty good. If you have some gold, it's good, but on a support you need so many other items that you never really buy this, right? And even if you need both protection, you can go Spirit Rope instead, and it's cheaper, right? But you know, it's okay, I guess. I miss Boomba Mask, right? I miss Boomba Mask, one of the most fun items in the game. They also removed Witchblade, right? Witchblade was one of the best juke items in the game. You combine Witchblade and Winged Blade and you could juke anybody in this game, and they ruined that, right? And from this, since they removed Witchblade, the game is not fun for me anymore, right? I was juking everybody with this. It was so fun, but they really removed it for no reason, right? And on top of that, it was best item against hunters and animation cancelers, right? And those were always the issue, right? So how can you remove so many important counter items, but fucking, and then also buff a lot of the hunter and so items, right? And because people still don't know how to build supports properly, they feel like supports have no impact, right? Okay, so what else can we do here? What else? We can breed here. Let's not forget about breed here. Never buy regrowth shield over a winged blade, right? I mean, it's okay. New Valor is also pretty good, right? Almost too good, right? The new Valor, which gives you movement speed, very strong. So, but I still prefer Winged Blade, you know, against slows. So even if you have bonus movement speed, you can still get slowed, right? And if you are slowed, you cannot juke, right? But on the warriors, you know, I mean, it's good, right? People need to buy, right? If you play Go and New solo, go Warding Sigil into Jotun's Wrath, flat pin item early. This used to be an old golden rule of warriors. Always go flat pin item, a single, you know, 1 or 2 flat pin items on a warrior, so you have enough presence in the team fights, right? If you go Jotun's first item, you're gonna clear anybody in this game, and then you just go some physical protection probably. You can go Glad Shield. You can go, like, you have many options. You can go Spectral, you can go Contagion, right? Contagion pretty strong. Maybe put it even higher a bit. You have Valor, right? You have Valor that gives you bonus movement speed, right? You have some good options. Some of these items are not really important here, right? But some of upgraded starters are pretty good. Diamond Arrow, Sentinel's Boom, right? Some of these items are pretty strong, so. You have pin items, nothing really major anymore, so this is some interesting item, right? But you have so many good mage items currently that give away too many stats, or this item is also another staple mage item, right? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really need some rest right now. Please let me know what you guys think. What do you think about the current meta? I don't personally really like it. They removed a lot of fun juke items, a lot of support items. They dumbed down the game. They put way too many stats on some of these items, like AC, Leather Coal. Some of these mage items, right, need some nerfing. So, you know, but overall, it's still SMITE is still in pretty good states. Conquest is more fun than ever, I think. especially with the new anti-snowball changes. The map looks good, but let's also not sleep on other maps. Give arena fans a new map, rank leaderboard and rewards. This is what the human craving for years, right? If you're gonna cater to conquest players, you have to cater to everybody, right? More fun game modes, more fun game modes and ranked arena could be good for everybody, right? So you just need to, what all you have to do is you need to rotate a single fun game mode each week, right? In match of the day rotation, that's all you have to do, right? For weekends we can have arena with cooldown. In the week time we can have like adventures, or you just put in adventure, all adventure, domination, and rotate it every second week or something, right? That's all you have to do, and fix the SPL scene. That's all you have to do to make SMITE great again, right? And fix the itemization, right? So this is the most important thing Harris needs to do to fix their game. They need to fix the pro scene, they need to fix the UI, the itemization, right? And this is literally the single three most important thing they need to do to fix their game. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know what you think, which items are in the meta currently. Some of the newer items don't really matter that much, right? These are the staple core items we need to know about, right? So let me guys know what you think, and see you in the next one.